Deontay Wilder, obviously a massive target for you for ages. You called him out for years.
We don't know if Deontay Wilder is even ever going to fight again. I haven't shown no interest about fighting again. I would do is in post picture with guns and drink and alcohol and weed. That's all he posts. I hear him turking and shaking his ass on TV. He wants to know boxing thing of him training. Or even talking about boxing. Have you seen anything of him talking about boxing? May never fight again.
So is he off the radar?
I would love to smash his face in, but if he's not going to fight again, then what can I do?
Those are the words of Dillian, the body snatcher Whyte, as he states that he would love to smash Deontay Wilder's head in. But me counterpunching that statement, he set the record straight that we haven't heard anything from Deontay Wilder. As we know, as I just stated in my last previous videos, we haven't heard anything from him. We haven't heard him talk about boxing. We've heard him, his last interview, he said he wanted to fight these guys, but have we seen him training? Have we seen footage of him training? That's what social media is for, people. It's not to flash off certain things. It's to express or demonstrate your progress as being a professional, a public figure, an athlete. You're supposed to show like, hey, I'm a boxer. Let me show my fans, the public, the lovers, the haters, what the fuck I'm actually doing. Okay, that's what social media is for. So in Twitter and Instagram and all this stuff, let's see you throw a jab. Let's see you work the mitts. Let's see you do something that pertains to boxing. Okay, that's what Dillian Whyte was telling you. Well, we don't even know if he's going to box again. Now, is there a possibility for Deontay Wilder to just be having everybody waiting like he did last year and have everybody was like, where the hell is he at? Where you going? Where you been? You know, he's on a milk carton. We haven't seen him. He's missing, right? Yeah, he showed us that before. Then all of a sudden, here he comes. What you did, thief. My eyes can still see and my ears can still hear. He came back, right? With a vengeance, with a narrative, with a story. Okay? So that's all fine and dandy. If you like that or love that. But when will we see him back into the ring? That's the question. That's what I really want to see. And see, since Dillian Whyte is back on top, since Anthony Joshua is supposedly fighting Tyson Fury, and those guys will be tied up for a while, if that ever comes down, we have Alexander Usyk fighting Joe Joyce. We have Andy Ruiz fighting Chris Arreola. Okay. So now what is left? Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte, right? And if not Deontay Wilder, Dillian Whyte, how about Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz? He's ready. He's fought. He's able. He's willing. That's the fight that I want to see. You know, and honestly, my personal opinion, I'd rather see first Dillian Whyte versus Luis Ortiz faster or more than I would want to see Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder, because for one, what is Deontay Wilder done to redeem himself? Do you think he would be ready to go in there with Dillian Whyte? Let's say he goes in there and fights Dillian Whyte and gets smashed. The first thing that the worshipers of Wilder will say, the alphabet guys, they will say he wasn't ready because of inactivity. So if Tyson Fury can say it, so can he. Why not? Okay, to avoid that, fight somebody else. Get him ready. Fight a Helenius. Get him prepared for that type of fight. Meanwhile, Luis Ortiz can fight Dillian Whyte, right? And then whoever wins out of that can fight each other again. Why not? You see what I'm saying? That could go easily. So if Dillian Whyte beats Luis Ortiz, and probably a really tough fight, because if you look at, regardless of the hamstring accident, if you look at Dillian Whyte's performance, which was a decent performance, okay, I would give it an 86, right? If you look at him, he was off balance. But let's face it and be real. We've seen Dillian Whyte off balance many of fights, okay? You know, Demetrius Andrade, these guys have problems with balance. Okay, and then you take that, and then you apply, and then you take Luis Ortiz in the second fight with Deontay Wilder. That's a good matchup, because you have guys, you got a counterpuncher on this end, and then you got an attacker and an aggressor on the other end from Dillian Whyte. You see what I'm saying? So, yes, I would love to see that fight. But Dillian Whyte still desperately wants to smash Deontay Wilder's head in, but didn't make any crazy illusions about Deontay Wilder, because until he comes back, until he shows us, he starts walking instead of talking, we don't know if he'll really be back into the sport, honestly. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Dillian Whyte stating that he wants to smash Deontay Wilder's face in. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.